Okay, guys, now we're going to talk about surface area, and we're going to use these things called nets, okay? So we're not talking about a net like you might use, basketball net, fishing net. We're not talking about that kind of net. What we're talking about here is if you unfolded a 3D object, that is what a net is, okay? So this one that's on the screen, I want you to think of a shoebox, okay, a rectangular prism. If I unfolded it, this is the net, what it would look like, okay? So we're going to label the pieces of this. We're going to put A's on the ones that are the same. So here's A. Okay, so those two are the same. This piece, B, C, C. Okay, so how we use a net to find the surface area of a rectangular prism is we find the area of the A's, then we find the area of the B's, then we find the area of the C's, then we add them together. And that will give us the total area of the net, which would be the surface area of this rectangular prism. Okay? So for example, I'm going to say that the A here is the dimensions of this are going to be 4.5 centimeters. Okay, and so length is 4.5 centimeters. The width is going to be 2.75 centimeters. Okay, and then B, well, you know that the length has to be 4.5 centimeters, right? They're all the same there. But the width is thicker, right? So I'm going to say that's 3.75 centimeters. So A, length is equal to 4.5 centimeters. Width is equal to 2.75 centimeters. Okay? B, length is equal to 4.5 centimeters. Width is equal to 3.75 centimeters. And then we have our C's, right? Well, C's, my width has to be the same as the B width, right? So 3.75 centimeters. And now my length is going to be, I'm going to make that 2.5 centimeters. Okay, so I'm going to find the area of each one. So A, area is going to be equal to 4.5 times 2.75. I'm going to pop that in my calculator. Oh, did you hear that? That's the smoke alarm. That was the smoke alarm. Olivia's cooking pizza. That was a smoke alarm. That's great, right? Don't worry. Everything's fine. You don't have to evacuate. We should have a fire drill at homeschool. Don't you think, you guys? Okay, line up, single file. Everybody out. No? We're going to skip it. Okay. Can't make this up. Okay, so the area of A is 12 and 375 thousandths centimeters squared. However, I have two A's, right? So I need to multiply this by 2 to get a total surface area of 24 and 75 hundredths centimeters squared. Okay, for A. B, I'm going to go yellow for B. Okay, well, back to, so this was A. This is going to be B. B. My area is going to be equal to 4.5 times 3.75.
3.14159. What?
My area is going to be equal to 16 and 875 thousandths centimeters squared. However, I have two B's. So multiply by 2 for a total area of 33 and 75 centimeters squared. So that was B. Okay. C, we'll go blue. Okay, I'm going to put, where am I going to put C? C, we'll put C up here. Okay, so C was area is equal to 2.5 times 3.75. 2.5 times 3.75. Area is equal to 9 and 375 thousandths. I have two of those. Area is going to be 18 and 75 hundredths centimeters squared. Okay, so now I need to take this area and this area and this area. I need to add them all together to get my total surface area.
Are you sure your pizza's not burning?
Of surface area is equal to 77 and 25 hundredths centimeters squared. Okay, so that is how we use a net to find the surface area of a rectangular prism. Okay, you're going to have another one of those in the Google slide notes for the week too. Okay, guys? Okay, here we go. We're back. Back to the cube. Oh, here we go. I'm so sorry, these children. I'm really sorry. Avery, stop it. Okay, so this is a net to symbolize a cube. So imagine if you had a cube. You all know what a Rubik's Cube is, right?
Yes.
If you could unfold that, okay, like unfold it on paper. If you could unfold it, what would it look like? Okay, this is what it would look like. So, what is special about a cube? It's very unique shape. Well, I'll tell you what is special about a cube.
You know what your issue is.
If we
I'm
were,
gonna tell you what your issue is.
if we were in the classroom, my children wouldn't be there, and you people would, and you would be listening intently to me. Thank you. Special about a cube is every single face, every single side are all equal. They're all the same. So I get to put the letter A on every side. They're all the same. Okay? So all we have to do is find the surface area of one of these squares and then multiply it by what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So that's what we're going to do. It's easy peasy. That's all you got to do. Okay? So surface area is going to be 5 times 5, right? 5 times 5. Okay? Multiplied by 6. Now, the formula for area of a square is side squared. Remember that, right? So that's where this 5 times 5 is coming from. Okay? Because 5 squared is the same thing as 5 times 5, right? So I'm going to rewrite that. Okay? So I'm going to say 5 squared times 6. Okay? So my surface area is going to be equal to 5 squared. What is that? 25, you're right. Times 6. Surface area is going to be equal to 150 centimeters squared. Okay? Make sense, guys? I hope so. Because then, you know, I'm going to erase these A's. If you know that this one is 25, and this one's 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 25, there's 4 quarters and a dollar, right? So that's 100, 125, 150. Does it make sense? Does it add up? Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Surface area of a cube. Wonderful job, children. Very proud of you.
No!
Yes. Okay, here we go. This is what we call a triangular prism. Okay, you're going to have this note also on the Google slide. Okay, we're going to label the pieces that are the same. Okay, so this is the same, this is the same, this is the same. Obviously not the same, okay? So a triangular prism is different from a triangular pyramid because the base in a triangular prism is a rectangle. The part of the triangular prism that is a triangle are the sides, okay? So what we have to do here is we have to find the area of the rectangles, add them together, then find the area of the triangles, add that together, add them both together to get the total surface area, okay? So I'm going to start with the A pieces, okay? So these are rectangles, right? So area for rectangles is length times width. That's your formula. So my area here, as you can see, is going to be 12 for my length, 12 inches times 4 inches. So my area for the A section is going to be 48 inches squared. Now, I have 3 sections that are A's. So I need to take 48 times 3, which is 144 inches squared for my A. Okay? Let's go to B. B, those are triangles, remember, right? So that formula is 1/2 base times height, 1/2 BH. Okay? So I don't know if you remember or not, but in our lesson with area, I always told you have to look for that right angle to figure out where the height of the triangle is. So right angle is here. That means my height is the 3 inches. So area is equal to 1/2. The base is 4 times 4 times 3. Well, half is 4 is 12 times 3. Area is equal to 6 inches squared. Now I have 2 triangles, so I need to multiply by 2. Area of those is going to be equal to 12 inches squared. So now I need to take my 144 inches squared and add my 12 inches squared to get a total surface area of 156 inches squared for this triangular prism. Okay? Hope that makes sense to you guys. If you have any questions about those triangular prisms, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer them. More than happy to answer them. Okay? Thanks. Okay, guys, so this is what we call a pyramid, a triangular pyramid, to be exact. Okay? So if you look at the base of this, right here, this is the base. This is why it's called a triangular pyramid, because the base is a triangle, okay? If you would fold each of these sides up, they would come to a point, okay? Up into one apex, to a point, not a square, into one vertice, okay? So that is why it's a pyramid, not a prism, okay? So here we have a pyramid. So it's a triangular pyramid because the base is a triangle, okay? Just want to make that clear. Okay, so I'm going to erase that. We're going to get started. What's special about a triangular pyramid here, all of the triangles are going to be equal, okay? And how we're going to find the surface area of it is we're going to find the area of one triangle, then we're going to multiply that by 4 to get the surface area, okay? So the area of a triangle is equal to 1/2 BH, base times height. I've already taught you to look at the 90-degree angle, and that signifies your height. So our height here is 5 inches. So our area is equal to 1/2. Our base is 6 inches. I know they kind of have it written weird, but this is the base of 6 inches. Times 6 times your height of 5 inches. So our area of the triangle, of one triangle, 1/2 times 6 is 3, times 5. Area is 15 inches squared. Now, we have 4 triangles, right? So I need to take that 15 inches squared and I need to multiply it by 4. So my total surface area, 15 times 4, is going to be 60 inches squared of this triangular prism. Okay? And so if you look at that, we can see if we're right because we can say 15 plus 15 plus 15 plus 15. Well, 15 plus 15 is 30, plus 15 is 45, plus 15 is 60. Yes, the whole surface area of this triangular prism is 60 inches squared. Okay, great job. Okay, 6th graders, here we go.
Here we go.
Here's our next shape.
Next shape.
Woo. This?
Triangular prism.
Nope.
Rectangular prism.
No.
Prism.
Square pyramid.
A square pyramid.
That's right, square pyramid.
It has a square at the bottom.
It does have a square at the bottom,
Oh.
Avery. You must have had a great math teacher last year, Avery. Must have been amazing. So the reason why this is a square pyramid is because, as Avery just stated, because she had such an amazing math teacher last year, it was me, is the base of a square pyramid is a square. Then
Wow.
each of the sides are triangles that, again, fold up into one apex, one vertex, like a point, okay? So, square pyramid, the base is a square. Therefore, this, I'm going to make an A. Each side, B, 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 okay? We are going to find the area of the square base, and then we're going to find the area of each triangle, and we're going to add them together, okay? That will give us the total surface area of this square pyramid. All right, so I'm going to start with the base, okay? Base area, so I'm talking about A. So area of a square is S squared. They're telling us that the side here is 4 centimeters. 4 squared is equal to 16 centimeters squared. Okay? Now let's go to our B's. B, area of a triangle. Formula is 1/2 base times height. Area is equal, well, my base is the top side of my square here. 1/2 times 4. My height is right here, 6 centimeters. Now let me just erase that. They don't have the right angle drawn. That kind of irritates me as a math teacher. I feel like they should have that right there. So I'm going to draw it for you. You're welcome. Yeah, I know, Avery. They should. They totally should. Times 6. I don't know what they were thinking. Whatever. Area is equal. 1/2 times 4 is 2. 2 times 6 is 12. Area is equal to 12 centimeters squared. I have 4 of these triangles. So I'm going to multiply that by 4 for a total area of 48 centimeters squared for triangles. So I'm going to take my 16 centimeters squared. That was my square base. I'm going to add my 48 centimeters squared for my triangles. And I'm going to get 64 centimeters squared for my total surface area of this square pyramid. Okay, there you go. Boom. Okay, kids, this is the last one. I bet you're so happy it's the last one. I bet you are. I'm really sorry it's really long and I'm not there in person to teach it to you. But just imagine if we're in class, you know, it would be 20 minutes into class and that's about the normal, okay? Okay, here we go. This is a rectangular pyramid.
Rectangular pyramid.
I don't need any backup. I got this, Abes.
You sure?
Yep.
I'm right here if you need me.
Thanks. Okay.
Anytime.
Okay. Rectangular pyramid. So, again, it's a rectangular pyramid because the base is a rectangle. There it is. I kind of drew that messy, but, you know.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful. Okay. So then the sides are rectangles, and they're going to fold up into a single point at the top, like a pyramid. However, there's one catch on this one. As you look at the triangles surrounding the edges of this net, they are not equal. So,
oh my God, plot twist.
Here we go.
No!
We're going to label A for rectangle. We're going to call this triangle B. It does match this one B, but C, C. So what we're going to have to do for surface area here is add A, add the area of the B's, add the area of the C's. So we do have one extra step in this figure of the nets, okay? So we're going to start with the area for the rectangle. Formula is length times width, of course. Area here. If you take a look at the arrow, it's pointing, the 15 is pointing to this edge here, which is my length. Okay, and this area, this arrow here is pointing to this width, which is my width of the rectangle, which is 12.6. So my area of the rectangle is going to be 15 times 12.6. I'm going to pop that in the calculator to get 189 feet squared. Okay, now we're going to go to B. B. My area of a triangle is 1/2 BH. My formula. Again, my base is this edge, which was the same as my length for my rectangle. So 1/2 times 15 times the height is shown on this triangle over here, 14.5. So my area is going to be half of 15 is 7.5 times 14.5. Pop that in the calculator, and I'm going to get the area is 108 75/100. However, I have two of these, so that's going to be a total surface area of the B triangles of 217.5 feet squared. Now we're going to go to the C sections. Again, my area of a triangle is 1/2 BH. Area is going to be equal to, again, the base here, the 12.6 is pointing to it. So it's going to be 1/2 times 12.6. And now the height is shown on this one times 13.9. Okay, so I'm going to take 12.6 times 1/2, which is going to be 6.3 times 13.9. Area is going to be 87 and 57/100 feet squared. Now I have two of those, so I need to multiply by 2. And I will get 175 and 14/100 feet squared. So I need to add that plus my 217.5 feet squared goes here, plus my 189 feet squared to get a total surface area of this rectangular pyramid of 581 and 64/100 feet squared. There it is. Okay, I hope that you could follow that surface area lesson with the nets. You also have this in the Google slide notes. It would be exactly what we would have put in your notebook had we been in the classroom. I know that got a little messy down there on the bottom. If you have questions about that, please email me or comment in Google Classroom. I'm available to do a Google Meet, to meet with a group of you to do some small group instruction live through the Chromebook or computer. So if you want to do that, just, send me an email and we'll take care of that too. Okay?
Hey, Mom, this would have been a lot easier in person with the plot twist and all.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope you're all doing well. I really, really miss teaching you. I'll see you soon, hopefully. Okay. Bye, guys.